Grand Rising, you guys. What's going on? This is Cassie, Unlimited Goddess, coming to you with Unlimited Truth. During this live, we're going to talk briefly about dreams and identifying what is past, present, future. Grand Rising. Okay, I'm going to get into it, you guys. Grand Rising. Okay, so about a year ago, you guys, around the same time as now, my son, which at that time he was 7 years old, he was dreaming of my death. Okay? So this is very hard to talk about, you guys, but I was guided to come on here and talk about it, so you know I'm going to do what I do. This is something that was extremely frightening because my son will be screaming in his dream and I would have to shake him to wake him up, and sometimes it would take some time to wake him up. It was always in the winter time, okay? And this is around the time that I identified that my son gets visions and has dreams and messages and receives messages in his dreams just as I do. Okay? My son was able to see my death a whole year before it happened. I was always with them, with both my kids, okay? I was always with both of them, and I'm not going to share no names, but if you know what you know, there was always a man that approached me because there was 2 dreams that he had, and he shot me in my face, okay? So this was someone that always knew where I was, what I was doing. They knew my schedule, how I moved, and everything like that, to the point that this person was able to approach me up close and kill me in front of my kids, okay? The first dream, we was at a supermarket. There was a nearby supermarket that we live at, and the person approached me. So that was my son's first dream. I had to shake him out of the dream, okay? And this is what caused me to have my kids sleep in the bed with me heavily. So this was about a year ago, because usually my daughter will be sleeping in her play yard, okay, and my son will be sleeping in his room. But because of this, and it's hard now that, like, it's a struggle for me to get my kids out the bed today because of this. And a lot of people don't know that, okay? I just felt more safe. And even though I lacked sleep at that time, I just felt safe with both my kids in my bed, and knowing that if there was a dream going on, I would be able to shake them out of that shit. You feel me? Okay? There was the most crucial dream that identified what would had happened to me this winter. It was a winter storm, okay? And this is words straight out of my son's mouth. It was a winter storm, and me and him was outside, and somebody that he called his father, somebody that raised him with me. This is not his biological father, okay? He identified this person, that this person approached me. It was during a snowstorm. It was a big snowstorm, and me and my kids was outside, and this man approached me and took out his gun, and he shot me in my face, and he killed me. And my son described my body laying in the snow, okay, face up, dead. Okay? And when my son woke up, he told me what happened. And he also advised me that he tried to stop him, but he couldn't. Okay? So that was the second dream. The first dream in at the supermarket, my son said that he was approaching us and he was taking out the gun, but I woke my son up. Okay? In both these dreams, we had winter coats on. A year ago today. Okay? A year ago today. So, whichever winter storm that just happened up north, that would have been my last days. Okay? My spirits don't lie. God don't lie. Everything will be illuminated. My safety and my health, along with my children, will always come first. Okay? This is incredible to me. All right? To the point that how detailed my son's dream was and how scared he was, and also how he started to have those dreams again at the beginning of the wintertime. Okay, so that's the end of last year. My son started having those dreams again, the same exact way. If you ever suffer from domestic violence, you guys, or know somebody that does, try to help them if they're willing to. If they're willing to, try to help them as much as you can to get them to safety. Because when people are obsessed and they're demonic, all right, and they carry multiple personalities, and they grew up in toxicity, and whoever raised them never got them that help that they needed, and as an adult they never decided to have that, to get that help on their own. Save yourself, y'all. Save yourself. I'm always going to save myself and my kids, period. Nobody gonna kill me or do anything. Nobody's gonna take my life because I'm not doing what they want me to do, or I'm not operating the way that they want me to do, or I'm not living my life the way that they want me to do. Nobody gonna kill me in front of my fucking kids. Nobody's gonna do that to my kids. And anybody that attempts to harm me in front of my kids will be put down in the jail. Because that's trauma that my kids got to live with for the rest of their life. When I get my ass beat, or somebody attempts to stab me or kill me in front of my kids, and my kids are witnessing that, that's trauma that's installed in my kids. And then people that do these things turn around, and for some demonic ass reason think that somebody's supposed to compromise with them and deal with them. I did that for years. I've been attacked for years by individuals through social media, through word of mouth, everything. And I was forced to have to turn around and still deal with these people after they did these things to me. But I remove myself and take my kids to safety and into problem. People try to harm me and kill me and assault me in front of my kids. And I'm wrong for moving myself and my kids to safety. Go figure. We gotta make it make sense. God makes no mistakes. God is always watching. God is always gonna use me as the brightest light to illuminate these individuals. It will never stop. It will never stop. It's like obsession and control And when somebody loses that, or something is not going in the way that somebody wants it to, you're going to see that demonic energy within this person or these individuals. My life is valuable. God know that. That's why God always leads me to safety. My life is precious. I have kids to take care of and nurture and raise. And I have other individuals to help that is in darkness. I am a child of God, and I always will be, and I always will be protected with my kids. And my kids will always be protected. And anyone that causes harm or talks badly on me or throws things at me is going to feel the wrath of God. And most of all, they will be illuminated for the things that they have done. The darkness, moon card energy, like the bottom of the swamp, shit that's hidden. These people are disgusting. They smell nasty. When they come through, it's a dark energy on them. Everybody can see it. This goes from generation to generation to generation. Y'all think that the shit that I speak today, I was raised on? Y'all think the energy that I'm in, I've been like this since I was little? I was raised by individuals that taught me what they were taught. Toxicity. They didn't know any better. That's the way they was taught. That's the way they was raised. So I was raised like that. And I'm wrong for wanting better for myself and my children, for myself first, because there is no way that I could lead my offspring with that type of energy and think that they're not going to grow up and be that. God is always here. God is always watching. God's hand is always on my head, okay? And the other hand is on my chin, holding it up to lead me. I am the brightest light. I will always illuminate the darkness. The darkness will always be intimidated by me. The darkness will always try to end me. The darkness will always come in packs, not individually, because they're cowards. Why would one person face you if all they carry is lies and jealousy? You got to look closely. You got to look closely at these individuals and similar problems that they have with other individuals. Look at the way that they was raised. Look at what they was taught. Look at who taught them. Look at their patterns. I'm here to illuminate any false prophet, any false individuals. It's never going to stop. But I'm not going to be degraded and humiliated for taking myself and my kids into safety and wanting to live my life to raise my kids the correct way. I'm not going to bow down to any demonic energy. Or when people see or realize that they losing, they play games to act like they're for you or they're for this, and it's only because they're losing. That's one thing about a demonic narcissistic energy, you guys, that a lot of individuals carry. And when it comes to narcissists, it's not installed in you in a way that like you're born with it. It's taught to you. So individuals that raise you teach you to be this way. But one thing that I identified about that energy is that they never think that they're going to lose. But when they start falling, they will put on a mask out of petty mercy and act a whole different way to snatch you up again and then do you the same way. We all have these type of individuals in our lives. And I'm just here to illuminate it. It's never going to stop. I thank God at this time for protecting me and my children, for the visions and the dreams that I receive, whether they're negative or positive, because it's the truth, okay? And I wanted to end it on trying your best, you guys. If you're somebody that has dreams and visions, understand that's why during all my readings, I say everything is past, present, future, past, present, future. Either happened in the past, it's happening now, or it's going to happen soon. Sometimes you have visions and dreams and they didn't even happen yet. It's an energy that's coming. There's a lot of things, visions, shit that came up in my cards from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and it's manifesting now. And it could have manifested sooner if I didn't agree to work with certain individuals because of my children that was taking me down. These things that are happening for me and that's being illuminated now could have been illuminated years ago. But it wasn't the time because I was still working and trying to, because people will always involve kids or certain things. I told you with these narcissistic energies, that's all that they know. Oh, what about the kids? It doesn't matter. Even though I tried to kill you, even though I created lies on you, that's the past. That's the past. Let it go. Let's do this for the kids. The kids did da-da-da-da. And what that leaded me to, you guys, almost dying in front of my kids. I created trauma for my kids trying to compromise with the devil to make them look good. Never again. And look what happened when I had enough and I took my kids to safety. Look what happened. Look what the demonic energies do. Act out. And all they doing is acting out to illuminate themselves. My family never understood that about me. My family never understood that. This is something that my family always wanted me to do, to take my kids to safety, to not deal with these individuals. And I tried to compromise, and it was leading me to my own death in front of my kids. Think about everything that I just advised you guys and told you. And remember that all readings are past, present, future, along with your visions and your dreams. And the more you learn to identify these things, it will help you and guide you. And God is always there, no matter what. It doesn't matter what people do in the dark. It doesn't matter what individuals say to you. God sees everything. God is the greatest.